What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to show you a quick spell. A spell to sweeten your kids, a spell to help bring back respect in the home, in the family, a spell you can also use on your spouse, on your boyfriend, on the father of your kids, on the mother of your children, for any relationship where things have altered and changed and you no longer communicate as good as you should. It's a great spell for your teenagers that are not doing too well communicating with you and being too honest and lacking the respect in the home. Now, for many of you, you've frozen your kids. You've done the stupidest thing you could do in your life. Stop freezing them. Like, just end it. Stop freezing them. If you care about this person and you want this person in your life, do not freeze them. You're not making them stuck in ice to you in love. No, at all. The concept is retarded. The concept is stupid. It's not something you should be continuously going about. Do not freeze your lovers because you'll create energy over them now that you can't clean off. And even though when you work a freezer spell, when the freezer goes down and that ice starts to thaw out, that spell is going to begin to remove itself. It's going to break down. But that connection and energy that you put over them is still going to be there. So if you don't have that connection, you got to clean that person off. You're putting a spell on them. So you're making them cold to you. So if you've made someone cold, you need to cleanse them back up. You need to re-sweeten their mind, their body, and their soul. And a lot of you don't know how to cleanse people. You feel like you need to be able to cleanse the person, their body physically. No, you don't have to. There's many ways you could cleanse someone with their products. You can do a cleansing spell with their underwear, with their socks, with their hair, their personal concerns. So you don't necessarily need their body for you to cleanse them. So today I want to show you quickly how to re-sweeten things back in the home. Pennyroyal is wonderful for just getting things back together, to getting that tranquility, that peace, that calmness back in the home. You want to restore that. Add some pennyroyal in here. You want to also add in some blue cornflowers. And you want to also work with fresh bloodroot. These are the dried ones. You can place the dried ones and put them in a jar with the pennyroyal. Now, as far as restoring things in the home and the family, take the name of the person you want, your son or your daughter, if you want to restore respect in the home, and write their name on this. And I want you to get some bind rope and wrap it all the way around these. Wrap it all the way around and let it dry out and hang it in the home. Preferably like at the top of the door, like if your doorway you can hang things, or put a little tack and tie it up really good. Put their name here on a piece of paper and just wrap it all around. Wrap it all around. You can hang these in the home to restore respect. If your husband has lost the way he respects you, and you consider working for your husband or your boyfriend or your lover with the pennyroyal and add in a bit of rosemary inside of here. Add in some balm of Gilead's. Add in some patchouli and place it inside of the sugar. One for you, one for him. Wrap your names on both with the bind rope and put them together and give them a chance to dry out. I sell fresh bloodroot at my shop as well, and I sell the dried one as well. So you have different options on how you want to do it. The bloodroot goes inside of here. You take the bloodroots that has dried up and you keep them inside of a white mojo bag. Once they've dried all the way up, they're going to probably shrink down some more. And they're going to look like these. They're going to shrink in size because the blood roots, they get smaller if you don't keep them fresh and if you don't keep them like in the refrigerator. You work the jar then with House of Peace candles, and you work them with reconciliation candles because you're reconciliating the peace, you're reconciliating the respect, you're reconciliating things in a home. Now, if you have a really vicious relationship, I don't know if this is gonna work for that. Like if you've been calling him all types of words and he been calling you all types of whores and sluts, this is a vicious relationship. You need to get a reading to see if you work a spell, if you can change things, if you can restore it. Because generally, many of you see a spell, you jump right into it, and you're like, oh, I don't know what to do, because that spell is not for you. You can't fix every single thing. And for many situations, many of you keep working blindly. And it gets like annoying to keep repeating myself to people over and over and telling them, get a reading to see if that situation can be fixed or healed. BloodRoot is good for restoring blood ties, relationships in the family. So if you no longer speak to your sister, if you no longer speak to your aunt, if you no longer speak to your brother, if you no longer speak to someone close in the family and the relationship has been severed, you can take a BloodRoot and you can work on it for that relationship after you get a reading to see if this person wants to be bothered with you. Given you maybe want to be bothered with them, you may want to work things over, you may want to heal the relationship. So you don't know how they feel, you know how you feel. So getting a reading to see if it is worth it, because you don't want to sit there and work a spell for 3 months and drain your energy and time, and all in all this person hates you so much that nothing can happen. But for situations in the home where you live with this man and it's not a crazy relationship, but you just been fighting a lot, you know, the retrograde got y'all all messed up and your energy is off, and you've been a little bitchy. You haven't been, you know, the best wife you can be. You haven't been the best girlfriend. You haven't been the best husband, lover to this woman. Then yeah, you can work it. Make sure you cleanse yourself. Make sure you cleanse the energy. Use black sage mugwort to clear up all of that negativity and just to restore things back in the home. November and December is the perfect timing for you to use black sage. I'll have some at my website for next week. You guys can purchase everything that I'm using here at my website. I love using the fresh BloodRoot to restore things, and the sugar to sweeten it up quicker, the pennyroyal to just create that peace and that tranquility that's needed, and to stop the arguments and the fighting. That pennyroyal is going to simmer things down. It's going to help you keep that big fucking mouth shut. Because sometimes you just have so much energy to run your mouth and you're not understanding you hurting people. Every time you open your mouth, you're hurting somebody behind it. So healing off that energy that you carry, that anger, you need to see where that's coming from. Because some of you carry it with you. And it's just, you continue to carry it in every relationship. You carry it to every job. And you're just angry for no reason. You're angry. And you don't need to be angry. If there's someone around you making you angry, don't deal with them. Don't deal with them, because it may be someone that's triggering this every single time. If there's someone telling you all the time, oh, you angry, or you need to get some sleep, you need to get some rest, and they just rubbing you the wrong way by the way they're saying it, leave that person alone. Leave them alone. Put their ass in a jar. Because there's something triggering you that's making you just continuously go on and about and act a little crazy. And, you know, some people just say things to you because they feel like they could trigger you and say, oh, what's wrong with you? You know, why you behaving like that? They're just like, and it goes above and beyond just saying what's wrong with you. They accuse you of things that are happening that are not really happening in your life. So whatever it is that's making you behave like a maniac and like a crazy motherfucker all the time, and you're taking it out on your family and your kids, look into that. You may just need to cleanse the home and the energy. You may be bringing home negativity all the time. Every time you go on your Instagram and you're looking at stories and people talking about you on Facebook and people gossiping about you at work, all of that stuff is triggering you. You're retaining too much negative energy. You don't want to push that back out. It can fall back on the kids. It can fall back on everybody that you love and care about. And now they're behaving crazy because this is how you normally behave. So they got to behave like that with you. You don't want to carry that into the new year. You want to be blessed for the 2020. You want to manifest nothing but abundance, longevity, financial stability. You want success. You want love, happiness, and peace in your life. And if you can carry that now, it's going to definitely carry into your 2020 year. So I just want you to be considerate to everything that you're saying and you're doing to some people, because it could just be you. And if you behave like an idiot all the time and you cursing all the time, and I feel like I got to curse you back out to get you back on a level to where you can understand me, then we're both not going to communicate the right way. Okay? So BloodRoot, blue sugar, pennyroyal, and if it's for your husband, patchouli, rosemary, what else I said? Rosemary, patchouli, BloodRoot, and the pennyroyal, all added in there. You just want to try to control things. And the pink reconciliation candle working on top, or the blue tranquility candle, or the house of peace is good as well. Working with the House of Peace is wonderful. Keep them going on a regular basis. Every time you put one out, put it like work. It's called work for a reason. Put some time and energy into yourself. It's not going to be that simple where you just light a candle and 1 week everything changes. No, you got to work on yourself. Sometimes it'll take you 7 weeks just to get yourself back down. Sometimes it may take one good cleansing bath just to bring you back to reality. Keep yourself consistent with good energy around you. So always use your cleansing soaps. Always use your protection soaps. Use healing candles on a regular basis. You just want to bring that peace back into your house and your home. And I feel like this is a perfect spell. Stop freezing people that you love and stop freezing people that you care about. It's a very ignorant idea to put children on ice. It's not gonna do anything for them. It's not gonna benefit them. It's gonna make them some cold people, and it can stick with them because if you don't clean that energy off, yes, it's still gonna stick. Even though you may have took the spell down, you may have took it out of the freezer, it's still there. It's still there. It'll bring down some of that energy, but trust me, that coldness is gonna stick. And you know when somebody's cold to you, how they behave. So if that's how you want your children to be, then so be it. That's on you. Every single thing is located at my website. I'm gonna leave some links in the description bar. Like, subscribe, and stay blessed, guys.